A court has heard that a policeman under investigation for a death in custody wants to leave the force to become a priest. PC Andrew Burks was the senior arresting officer when Sean Rigg died at Brixton Police Station in 2008. We can cross to Alex Bushell, who's at the High Court now. And Alex, just remind us of the background here.
Well, Sean Rigg died in police custody, as you say, back in 2008 after being restrained by 4 officers in Balham. He was 40 years old, he was schizophrenic. An inquest into his death found that he had been the subject of unnecessary force. And today here at the High Court, the most senior of those 4 officers, PC Andrew Burks, tried to overturn a decision to suspend him pending a second IPCC investigation. He wants to be allowed to be able to retire to become, well, a priest on the south coast where he now lives. The problem is, if he is allowed to retire and he's not suspended, he will not be the subject of any disciplinary proceedings, including potentially dismissal and perhaps loss of pension. His legal team argued that would be unfair. He learnt about this second investigation after he'd already begun his training to become a priest, and if he isn't allowed to retire, his legal team argue that that would be an infringement of his religious freedom, as it would delay his ordination, which is due to take place at the end of this month.
So what was the response in court?
Well, legal teams and lawyers for all 3 other interested parties, the Sean Rigg family, the IPCC and the Met, dismissed those arguments in turn. They said that this officer is free to practice, worship and pray as he sees fit, and it is vitally important, they argued, that the police are held to account. As one lawyer said, that this was an iconic case for London's black community after a succession of officers have been allowed to retire, escaping and avoiding disciplinary proceedings against them. As for the High Court here, well, we'll have a decision, we expect, at the beginning of next week.
From the High Court, Alex, thank you.